Your peace is your child's strength, creating a calmer and peaceful, happy home. Someone asked me, Michelle, how did you start to prioritize your peace? How did you start to really make peace your number one priority in your life? I had to ask myself why I wasn't to begin with. I had to acknowledge that I wasn't. I had to acknowledge that I was not creating the time and space throughout my day to pause, to breathe, to relax. I had to first accept where I was actually at. I had to recognize at some point in my journey that I was wanting to experience more peace consistently, but that I was not taking action in that direction. And I had to look at that objectively, not from a lens of shaming myself, blaming myself, belittling myself, or being mean to myself about it. I had to kind of zoom out and watch myself like I was watching a movie and just be honest. I had to also acknowledge that there was nothing to shame myself about to begin with. I was operating similarly to how I had seen adults operate when I was a child and how I was accustomed to seeing adults operate growing up. And then I had to take action, step by step, little baby steps here and there that eventually led to peace being my main priority throughout the day. And I also had to do this thing for sure. I had to look at the subtle belief that prioritizing my peace is selfish. I had to look at this subtle belief that says that prioritizing my peace is selfish and takes me away from my child. It doesn't. If you don't fill up your own cup, you're going to depend on this world to do it. And this world is not here to fill up your cup. That is an inside job. That's something that you have to take responsibility for. It's not our partner's job. It's not our children's job. It's not our parents' job. It's no one's job to fill up our cup consistently throughout the day and to ensure that we are operating from peace, love, compassion, joy, and gentleness because we are cultivating that within ourselves. We have to do that. And it's hard to take action in a way that leads us to operating from a full cup or even an overflow. It takes action, and taking that action can feel difficult if you don't know that you're worthy of taking that action for yourself. If you don't know or believe that you're worthy of that type of self-love and self-respect, if you don't know that you are worthy of all of the rewards that seem to come just from being yourself, just from loving yourself and giving yourself the time to breathe and pause when you're triggered and self-regulate and create the time and space to just relax and to move slow throughout the day and to realize that you are love, you are abundance, you are worthy. Like if you don't know that you are worthy of operating that way or living a life that reflects that awareness, then it may feel harder to take that action that leads you to experiencing more peace more consistently. But prioritizing your peace is the most responsible thing you could possibly do, and it is going to transform your entire life. And it is the key to you experiencing a more peaceful connection with yourself, your child, your finances, and everything else in life. Imagine a home where there are no power struggles, where you haven't spanked or screamed at your child in years. Imagine a home where it feels like a team. It's a safe space. Nobody is dreading going home. It feels like a place where everybody in the family feels like they can be their true self. Imagine a home where nobody runs from hard or tough conversations. They don't suppress it. They don't they actually look forward to having those conversations and look forward to heartstorming, brainstorming, and creating solutions together that work for everybody on the team, aka everyone in the family. And communication style with everyone in the home where the sole intention is that we create solutions and that peace is our number one priority. Everyone feeling and experiencing peace is the number one priority. Not seeing who's right, not trying to be right, not trying to put people down, not trying to shame or blame. Solution-oriented, fun, peace, joy, teamwork. this is all what happens when your inner peace becomes your number one priority.